Hi, my name's Brad Teal and welcome to our April 2016 market snapshot. Housing growth is slightly down on what we saw in March. However, there are no indications, as the doomsdayers would like, to see a major decline in property prices. Solid inquiry, good sales results, particularly on inner city part of Melbourne, is a really good indicator. Lots of people vying for homes at auctions is seeing upward pressure, if anything, not downward pressure. Sydney and Melbourne growth rates are moderating after a strong cycle of growth, while other cities recorded minimal shifts downwards, in particular the mining cities of Perth and Darwin showing minor negative growth. Sydney outperformed Melbourne. Last month I said move over Sydney, here is Melbourne. Well, Sydney just pipped us with a 1% rise in values, while Melbourne fell 0.6 according to RP data CoreLogic figures. The Melbourne market is still very resilient though, with annual growth rates in dwellings slipping just below 10% for the first time since May last year to 9.8% at the end of March 2016. Melbourne's housing market underpins the resilience despite the decline in inner city apartment values. So the strength of housing on the probably 3K out to 12Ks all the way around the GPO is really where the strength of the Melbourne property market is, despite there being that downtrend in values of inner city apartment values. Victoria-wide auction clearance rates, again, relatively steady, with the REIV reporting 73% clearance rate for auctions to date this year. Suburb update. Big volumes in a couple of suburbs. Essendon, 33 sales in March, really big, and our days on market, Brad Teal Real Estate days on market, really solid and under, but even at best, equaling the days on market for across the board agents included in the report. So when I give you information, this sort of information on days on market and number of sales, it's for everybody's benefit that we include everybody's sales. So all agents are included in this relative data. So Essendon, 33 sales, big turnover, but Brunswick, 57 sales again, Coburg, 35, 24 sales in Pascoe Vale. So as you go through these slides, you'll see big volume turnover and days on market really, really strong. In particular, Sunbury, we've shown a clear message that our performance and our matching system of matching a vendor selling requirements and buyers buying requirements with our property suite filtering system is really gaining traction in Sunbury and Gisborne, where we only moved in there August, September last year. And we've shifted the days on market average up there. Well, the market average is 82. We're now down to 32 and under in Gisborne as well. But Gisborne has only 9 sales, so minor turnover in Gisborne in residential areas. The rental wrap. Now, every month you probably hear me say it's another record month, but it is actually true. But we have smashed the former record of just over 100 properties letting in 1 month, and that's a great credit to the rental department because they are getting multiple applications, they are getting a really good choice for our landlords, and more importantly, they are minimising vacancy factor because they're having tenants ready to move in. When the other tenant moves out, the new tenant moves in. And 110 properties in March is a very a substantial amount of lettings and a lot of work, and to their credit, they keep up with the work. A lot of training goes into our rental staff. We have fantastic systems, and that is all to benefit the landlords, but also to assist tenants get accommodation, get them in seamlessly into their properties, and make their life living in one of the Brad Teal rental properties as beneficial to them as it can possibly be. Strong demand remains for properties in the 600 to 700 price bracket per week, while lower price properties such as 2-bedroom apartments, $300 to $400 per week, providing harder jobs for our rental staff as there is an oversupply. As all of this new supply has come onto the marketplace of the new rental accommodation up the main arterials out of Melbourne, Sydney Road, Mount Alexander Road, out Ballarat Road, then it puts more pressure, downward pressure on older stock as people choose to pay a little bit more in rent to get brand new accommodation. Inner city rents have seen a slight increase due to demand, while outer suburb rental figures have declined and vacancy factor across Melbourne and the metropolitan area is holding steady at 3%. Brad Tier Real Estate 1.4%. So there's another attribute of coming to Brad Tier Real Estate if you've got a rental property to have it let much quicker and minimise your vacancies. So we hope you've enjoyed the snapshot of around Australia, the more localised days on market and sales volume of the area that we have influence in with our 10 offices, and I look forward to talking to you again soon with another market snapshot in May.